Oh, we here. Intro faded.
Oh, I did. What up, TMS family, and welcome to another edition of the Too Much Show. Today is Sunday, June 27th, 2021. And here on the Too Much Show, it's always real talk by real people. I'm your host, MT, and with me is my co-host.
Mr. Jones, aka Sam Jones, and Mr. Come First because you gotta respect me. Drink water, live longer.
Absolutely. And when in doubt, drink lime juice.
Hey.
But no, man, here on the Too Much Show, obviously, as I said, it's always real talk by real people. In today's show, we have an awesome show for you all. And it's the title of today's show is just going to be called Get It Done. Get It Done. We saw two perennial superstars in the boxing world last night. We saw somebody who moved up 2 weight classes to capture another title. And then we also saw somebody who's been hanging around that 130, 135 for the latter part of his career, which is Lomachenko. And it's the fight that everybody wants to see. Obviously, the NBA playoffs are here, conference finals. At the end of the day, people, just get it done.
A lot of shit happened yesterday. I mean, a lot of stuff.
A
It was
lot.
kinda hard to keep. It was kind of hard to keep up with.
It was. I agree with you on that
I
one.
got to watch all that shit though. I did.
Yes.
I got to watch all that shit.
All right, so let's go ahead, man. Let's get it started. Let's go ahead and talk about it. Hold on, I got it right here. So first off, hold on, where the hell are we?
What fight
I'm
you want to talk
ready.
about first?
Let's talk about Tank Davis.
The Tank Davis fight, I thought it was very interesting. Like we both said with Big Rush, shout out to you, bruh. That fight it had a little Floyd Mayweather involvement in it.
Yeah,
That's
I
all
mean,
I was saying. Because the
yeah, it was.
first half of the fight, Barrios kind of he put in some work and he landed a lot of decent body shots. And what's telling is what we talked about in the ninth round. And I'll let you take it from there.
Yeah, sorry, I don't have that clip ready for you all. I apologize. I'm going to sit up there. I'll try to find it throughout the show. This way, we could show it and everything like that. But ninth round, Barrios landed a clean shot on Tank.
Very
A
good stuff.
couple, yeah, very clean shot. I can't remember if it was a right or a left. My memory, yeah, I can't remember.
Uh,
But back Tank up on the ropes, had Tank a little stunned. I'm not gonna say hurt, had him a little stunned, and he basically just sat there like this, looking at Tank. Are you serious? Is this not a championship fight? Do you just want to hand your belt over to him?
yeah,
That's what you want to
go
do?
go for the kill.
Exactly. Just stood there and just looked at him.
I think part of it is he probably was kind of stunned, like, damn, I didn't know this little nigga could punch so hard. Because he did get caught with some clean ones
He
in
got
the
caught with
round
some.
before that. He
He
got
did.
knocked down the round before that.
Well, he got knocked down twice, and then
Yeah.
as it got to what was it, the 11th round? Yeah, because he got knocked down twice in the eighth. But you showed resiliency. You came back and you stunned him in the ninth.
Yeah, usually at that point, yeah, you try to go for the kill.
Yeah, because you know at that point I'm probably down on the cards.
Mm,
This is in Atlanta in Tank's new hometown. If it gets to the judges, it's not going to be in my favor. So I have to
exactly.
do what I have to do.
How,
And
how did you have the fight up to that point? Up to the two knockdowns? Who you had winning?
honestly, I'm going to be honest with you, Mr. Jones. For the first time in a long time, I wasn't even scoring the fight because I already knew what was going to happen. I saw I saw the Mayweather promotion theatrics a mile away.
Oh man, the theatrics though.
That's exactly what it was.
You ain't
Score
think
six.
Tank earned that though?
I mean, Tank. I don't want to take anything away from him
You gotta
because
ask the
he,
tough questions.
yeah,
Good.
I don't want to take anything from him. He's a very tough fighter. I'm
Mhm.
not going to say that he's not. You know, he moved up 2 weight classes, so that's nothing to snarkle at. If anybody has done boxing on any type of level, whether it's amateur, even just getting in the gym and being somebody's sparring partner, we know that it's difficult, especially when you're in there with the bigger and heavier guys. So I give Tank his credit for that. It's
Mhm.
just that there were times in that fight that I was literally just asking myself, are we serious right now? Like, are we serious? Is this a fight?
Yeah, yeah, it was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
It got crazy
Mm-hmm.
because it's like, come on, man, attack him, try to get
Mm-hmm.
rid of the, try to make the ultimate comeback because he got knocked
Mm-hmm.
down 2 in the 8th. Could have been a fight of the year if he did that,
Mm-hmm.
but instead he got paid.
Yeah, exactly. He earned his money. That's all I'm gonna say. He earned his money.
He got paid. But shout out to Tank though, moving up
Yeah,
2 weight classes and actually getting the knockdown. That really happens when people move up.
that's true. It's very rare when you're able to bring your power with you. Now, do I think he's ready to stay at that 140? No. I think him and Lomachenko probably need to
Now
meet.
he's at 154.
Huh?
He's at 154, wasn't he?
That fight was not at no 154. That was 140 pounds, sir.
Oh,
That,
really? Okay, okay.
yeah, come on, man. It was a super lightweight.
Oh, so they try to set it up, huh?
Yeah,
But
yeah,
Loma got to fight Lopez again. Two got to happen because that's a potential to have three easy.
yeah. But I'm gonna be honest with you. It needs to be what's her name? It needs to be it needs to be Loman. Well, we'll get to that. So Lomachenko last night.
Mm.
What were your thoughts on that fight?
It's good to see him like be more aggressive. He looked like he was pissed last night. He was landing some
Mm-hmm.
vicious shots.
Mm-hmm.
Also I thought as usual, good footwork. He was really on the attack.
Mm-hmm.
And he recovered nicely from after the first round because they headbutted and he got split
Mm-hmm.
right here. And he recovered decent from it
Okay.
because he definitely wasn't. He wasn't the stronger fighter. I thought Nakatami was probably the stronger fighter, the heavier
Okay.
hitter. But yeah, he did what he had to do. Got it done.
Okay.
It's actually quite impressive. But I mean,
I really
ain't
don't
like
have.
a championship level competition.
I
So
was about to say that. I really don't have much of an
well,
analysis on this because, again, I mean, we're talking about a tomato can who
it's
fought
not a
tomato
tomato
can,
can. It's not a tomato can.
tomato can who
No,
fought a
he's not.
tomato can.
He's not a tomato
Nakatana
can.
is a tomato can who fought tomato cans. Okay.
No, he's not.
Okay. Name a formidable opponent he beat.
His last opponent, we talked about this yesterday, but I'm not going to mention his name or anything because of what he did.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I tell the story briefly.
Yeah.
I just for the
Go
people
ahead.
out there.
Go
Pretty
ahead.
much, he killed his side chick because she was pregnant with his child. So he ultimately killed the baby and the side chick. He Ray Caruth her,
Mm-hmm.
pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't deserve a mention. But other than that, he beat a lot of undefeated fighters like with 20 wins and such. But
And who did
of
they
course,
fight?
nobody noticeable in America.
Exactly. Thank you.
Yeah, American bias. I got you. Some great,
You
it's some great British fighters out there, but we won't know.
No, I won't because they have glass chin. Because they have glass chins, and the moment they come over here to America, they get their ass knocked out. That's
Not all
why.
of them. Not all of them.
Oh, how did that
Tyson,
work? How did that
Tyson's
work?
the exception.
Yeah,
The exception.
Tyson Fury is the only one. How did Billy Joe Saunders work out with Canelo?
Come on, it's fucking Canelo. And he like he nigga lost the eye almost. Come on, man. One punch.
Tomato can Saunders.
He ain't no tomato can because he actually looked decent some parts of the fight. He was very
Okay.
elusive, but that nigga was just pity pat. The
All right.
Canelo was throwing
So
bomb.
so here's the thing. Mr. Jones didn't want to say it, so I'll say it. Felix Verdejo is the one that Nakatani beat.
Which
And
was the fight of
Verdejo,
the year contender last year. You should watch the fight. It was a very good fight.
it was. And guess what? Guess what it was for? It was for the WBO Intercontinental.
Intercontinental. Go ahead. Go ahead. Shut
Exactly.
up.
WBO Intercontinental
But what was his
Light
record?
Title.
His record was 27-2, right?
No, he was 27-0 actually before he fought Nakatani.
Hey, it can't be above and be 27-0 professionally. I don't give a
You
fuck who you are.
you can
I
if
don't
you
give a
fought
fuck who you
nothing
are.
but
Maybe
bums.
maybe a championship level, but come on, man. Even a club fighter, you go 27 straight. That's actually pretty solid.
Okay, that's fine.
Come on, come on. You've been in the ring before.
I have.
That it's hard. It's hard to win 27 straight fights.
I'm
You really
sorry.
got to
Yeah.
put in
Well,
work.
yeah, he was 27-1 when they fought, and he had 17 KOs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Other
But
than
let me
that,
see who
nose
he fought.
dude, all
All right, hold on.
Japanese people is technical anyway.
Yeah,
Ain't gonna be a
but
lot
hold on.
knocked out.
Let me let me just say who he fought. He fought Will Madera. He fought Manuel Rojas,
He's decent.
Brian Vasquez, Yardley Cruz, Antonio Torres,
He's
Juan
decent.
Jose Martinez Alvarez, Jose Luis Rodriguez, William Silva, Joselin Dos Santos. My point exactly, people, to everybody who's at home listening.
He fought a
Exactly.
lot of people in Mexico. That's all he
Yep,
did.
he sure did.
I
And
mean, but
you know how it is there. Hey man, you want to fight? All right, cool. It's a boxing event tonight. Just grab some gloves and come on.
no, come on, man.
That's what that
Some of
is.
the greatest fighters come from Mexico.
They do, but I'm just telling you, a lot of times they don't become great until they come over here to America and get that lesson. Guess
That's
what? We
any fighter. That's any fighter. That's any fighter.
okay then. So don't sit
Why
up
you
here and
think
try to
they
hype
over
us.
here now?
Exactly. It'd be because they know what the real they know where the real competition is, and it ain't in their home areas and all that. I sat up there and watched. I think it was a viral clip that went out shortly after the Billy Joe Saunders fight of fucking Canelo when he was like 17 or 18 fighting a dude who's like 32 years old and knocked his ass out.
Mhm. And then in order to get it popping over there, they bring an American over there. So yeah, I understand. It's the whole superpowers thing.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Even
But
though
anyway,
they venues be like more popping, I ain't gonna lie. Like
mhm. But yeah, but this Nakatani guy, his two formidable opponents that we know of, Lomachenko and then Lopez. He lost by unanimous decision to Lopez,
yeah,
and then Loma last night obviously scored the TKO.
yeah.
But again, I mean yeah, it is what it is. It
All right,
is.
let's talk about what's next. So what's next?
All right. So, well, what's next? I think we already talked about it. At the end of the day, Loma, we know where he's at. He's at what 140. Tank is at. We went up to 140 last night. I think that
Mhm,
they should somehow come to an agreement. Maybe fight at a catch weight of 135.
mhm,
That way, that evens the playing field for both of them and
mhm.
get it in.
Yeah, I agree with that. I like Lopez and I like Lopez and Loma rematch, but I would like to see him fight Tank sooner
Mhm.
than later
Okay.
before Tank really take off. Because Loma's getting old. He only got a couple more fights in him.
Well, again, Loma's another one. We talked about this offline last night. He's another one. To me, he's the Cassidy of boxing. He's
Oh my
490.
god,
He's 497-3 or something like that in his amateur career. But yet we don't have a lot of video of these so-called 500 fights. Okay, so it's not our fault that he decided to turn pro at 30 years old. Okay, time waits for no man at the end of the day.
I believe Cassidy though.
Okay. I don't believe Lomachenko is 497-3 in his amateur career. I don't. Or
I
whatever it
mean, his
was.
IQ, his IQ is very great though.
Okay. And
Like
here's the thing.
freakishly good.
I'm not
He's
saying that
very
he
accurate.
I'm not saying that he didn't have an amateur career. What I'm saying is I refuse to believe that he had 500 fights. When you look, let me tell you something. Let me just say this. Hold on. Cuz I feel like it just needs to be said. Hold on. Let me go to this right here. When you as a fighter. And again, him losing to Lopez, we all know who Lopez is. Lopez is a pretty big guy. It is what it is with that. When you lose to somebody by the name of Orlando Salido, who has 12 losses, I'm sorry. Come
I mean,
on.
Apollo lost to Rocky. Come on, man. Salido is not
Sir,
bad. He's a vet.
sir, Apollo lost to Rocky. Sir, you're talking about a movie in fiction, and I'm
Nah, it's
talking about
fiction.
real life.
That really happened. It was on ESPN and everything.
I know. But here's the thing. You talking about 400 so-called 500 amateur fights. Some of the mistakes and all that I see in there, it just doesn't. And again, he could. I think he had about 100. Hell, Gary Russell, I think, had like 150. But
Yeah,
to sit up, yeah, but to sit up there and say that this man had almost 500 amateur fights, and you tell me at no point in time you weren't discovered before then, and somebody said, "Hey,
no,
let
he
me
did the
take you
Olympics.
pro."
He did the Olympics. Did he get a medal in the Olympics? I think he
Uh,
got a medal.
he might. Yeah, but he's 33 years old. It's
Yeah.
about the time. Tank need to go ahead and jump on him right now. But what'll happen is this: if that,
I ain't gonna lie though, Lomachenko has a chance against Tank.
of course he does. Every fighter has a chance, technically.
He got a chance.
Yeah, he won gold. Okay, so here's the thing. Okay, Mr. Jones.
Yeah.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna go by your. I'm gonna go by what you said, right?
Uh-huh.
So you said that he won a medal, which he
Yeah.
did.
Uh-huh.
He won gold in 2009. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So for the Olympics,
Yeah.
he won it in 2008 in Beijing in the featherweight division,
Yeah.
and then in 2012
London.
in London.
Yeah. I'm an Olympic
What took
connoisseur.
okay? So with all of that, what took so long to go pro? And you had 500 fights. What took so long?
Complacency, maybe. That's all I can think of. Complacency. They wasn't ready to move up. I don't know. But that's the
So
ultimate amateur thing. So he was probably one of the greatest amateurs of all time. 2 gold medals is really hard to do. The
it is.
greatest, the
I'm not
greatest
going.
ain't get golds.
I know. Well, here's the thing. I'm not going to dispute that. I'm not going to sit up there and shit on that. What I'm shitting on is you
Did
supposedly
Floyd
had
get a
five.
gold in Atlanta?
No. But this is what I'm saying. You supposedly had 500 fights, but you didn't want to turn pro and actually start making real money. You were okay with basically continuously fighting tomato cans over and over again.
Could have been politics. I mean, he ain't from here. It's
Okay.
a lot of reasons. I had to look at some like biography or some shit to really get the truth.
Yeah.
But
Wow.
this box is the
Okay.
most corrupt thing of all time, next to the NCAA.
Sir, all I'm going to say is this. What's next for these guys? We need a Lomachenko and we need a Tank Davis. That needs to be the next mega fight. And if it does get booked, it'll
You'll get
probably
the
happen
Lopez
early.
rematch first. You'll get the Lopez rematch first.
Well, yeah, especially because Tiafomo is working out a new deal with Top Rank. So if that
And
deal goes
Senior,
through,
yeah, Senior pretty much confirmed that yesterday too.
mm-hmm,
Senior was like, "That's what he want."
mm-hmm. Which okay, it is what it is. If that happens, then we already know at this point. What's
No,
we
we're
know.
gonna get it back, and there's gonna be a third one.
Yeah. Now let me ask you this. What did you think about the overall card for both of them? So let's talk about Showtime. Me, I think Showtime actually had a decent card with what was his name? Erickson Lubin and Jason Rosario.
Yeah, I
But
said
can I be honest with you?
Zario's garbage.
Hey, he is. He is straight trash.
Against
And I know
championship level competition. Yeah,
exactly. And here's the thing, and this is what I want to say, and I'm not trying to be rude or anything like that to my Philly people and all that. I love y'all, but we know Philly don't stay champions for long. So I get so with somebody's probably going to contest with me with what you just said, Mr. Jones, when it comes to with championship level. Well, he beat Julian Williams and became the unified champion. All that he did. I'm not going to refute that. He did beat Julian Williams, but at the same time, when you sit here and you look at his follow up to that, Jamel Charlo, and then he goes out there and gets knocked out. Then you turn around and you get knocked out again a year later by Erickson Lubin. And here's the thing: Erickson Lubin is not trash. I want to
no,
no.
no,
But by far, he's a very sharp fighter.
yeah.
Lubin is very sharp, but Rosario just don't got it. I'm just gonna be honest with you. He caught Julian Williams on a good night. That's all that was. He caught him on a good night.
Yeah.
He caught him on the right night.
Yeah, did you think J Rock should have ever won that? I don't even think like I don't know. He shouldn't even beat Jared though. I don't know what the fuck Jared was doing that night.
I don't even want to have that conversation
Nah, me
because I'm
either.
gonna tell you right now, that's going to be another 20 to 30 minutes. I don't even want to have that
Yeah,
conversation.
because he got to climb that mountain again.
Yeah,
He up there, did he like nosedived off that motherfucker?
exactly. Thank you everybody who's joining the live stream and everything. But I mean, overall, I like the Showtime card. I didn't get to see everything with the ESPN Top Rank card. I'm gonna try to watch the playback on it.
Mm.
But to me, man, I don't know. I like PBC. I like Showtime's fighters. I do. I like them a little bit better than Top Rank.
Yeah, because Top Rank don't display their fighters all the time. They push one or two people at a time.
Mm-hmm.
Like right now, it's all about Crawford. You'll see every Crawford fight.
Yeah, and
That's
then you'll
about
see
it.
a Lomachenko fight as well.
Yeah, but Lomachenko gonna fight all the fucking time, and that's part of the problem too.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yep.
honestly, this fight should fucking happen in 2021, but it's gonna be mid 2022 or late 2022 probably.
It'll be mid. Yeah, it'll be mid to late 2022. What I think we'll get is because what is this June?
Yeah,
We'll probably get the Lopez rematch December, January, and then from there at about September, August, September, probably even October, depending. We'll get the Tank Davis and Lomachenko at that point.
yeah.
Which but it is what it is. But before we move on from boxing, we could actually talk about some upcoming. So I know Gambo is fighting next Saturday, July 3rd. Yeah, and see, here we go with another belt, and this is what Floyd Mayweather was talking about. Oh, that's another thing. I'm gonna chop up that clip and I'm gonna put it on YouTube. Floyd Mayweather went off about it being too many belts. Literally, last week on the show, what were we talking about? It's too many goddamn titles out
You
here.
say that for months though.
Oh, of course. I mean, we've been saying it for a long time because at the end of the day, at this point, these belts they lose their prestige. I told you, they sit up there, order them out of Ring Magazine, slap a damn label on there, and slap the boxer's name on it, and make them pay a sanction fee. That's all it is.
Yeah,
There's
that
no
shit is a hustle.
yeah, it is a
The
hustle at this
problem
point.
is these belts get acknowledged.
Mm-hmm.
They should be like if they gonna do it, the unofficial. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
I mean,
because even UFC, remember they had the BMF belt with George Masvidal and all of that shit. But they
mm-hmm,
don't acknowledge the BMF belt.
mm-hmm. So here we go. So Chris Colbert, he's of Brooklyn, New York. He's going to be defending his interim WBA super featherweight title. So he's an interim champion, and he's going to be fighting Gamboa. So, I
I ain't
mean,
watching it.
I was about to say it's nothing to like really get excited about. And then I'm not even gonna lie, I cannot wait for July 24th because you got Fury and Wilder, baby. Fury and Wilder.
Who you got?
I don't know, man. I'm be honest with you. I've been looking at some videos and everything of Wilder and his training.
Training
But
ain't
right
shit
now,
though. You gotta do it in that ring.
of course, but I think Wilder is hungry. I think he really feels like that he was cheated, and I think he's gonna come back with a vengeance. I actually have Deontay Wilder.
Hey Phil, I think he did get cheated. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm with his side with that shit.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
'Cause I
I'm not
remember
gonna
watching
argue
the
with that.
damn fight. I'm like, why is this so effective?
Mm-hmm.
Especially the second fight. Jesus Christ, that third round is like horrendous. But yeah, um, I still got Furry winning though.
You do?
Wilder got prove. Yeah, he got proven to me at this point because you got to think about it. He lost like almost every round of both fights.
Yeah.
But no, that dude got dynamite in his hands. All you gotta do is hit you one time.
Mm-hmm.
Because only Tyson Fury and the Undertaker got up from that shit.
Yeah. All right, let's go ahead and transition, man. Let's talk about NBA playoffs, conference finals. Yeah, Clippers last night lost a close one and ended up going down 3-1. I mean, both teams shot horrible, especially in the fourth quarter.
Play all boom back again.
Yeah, so literally no Kawhi. You got the LA Clippers down 3-1 to the Phoenix Suns. Is it over when it goes back to Phoenix for game 5?
Yeah, it is. It is.
What
Because that
did
was
you
the game. That was the game Clippers supposed to get yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
They had so much momentum. They didn't take the lead one time. That's scary. Because Suns is playing like shit. Devin Booker had a horrible game.
He did. And I mean, both teams, I told you, like, I think both teams finished with like under 40% in shooting from the field. So it was definitely it was horrible.
The X Factor, man, I keep saying DeAndre Ayton is a beast. He's really coming out as like one of the best centers in the league.
Mm-hmm. Well, he reminds me of that classic center. I'm not going to sit up here and wait by the 3-point line. I'm going to drive to the basket. I'm going to be a rim protector. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to rebound. I'm going to give my team second chance opportunities.
Yeah, he had 23 boards.
Mm-hmm.
Like that dude,
19 to 22. That's all you could ask from your big man. So
that's
Giannis,
more you can ask for these days.
exactly, because now all your big men want to do is stand out there by the fucking 3 line and shoot threes. That's all they want to do.
I wonder why they giving Boogie Cousins more time. Because Zubac been getting torched.
He has, yeah. So 36% shooting from the Suns, and then you had 32% shooting from the Clippers.
Well, I mean, it's the playoffs, it's the conference finals. We got to talk about stars. Paul George had a horrible night.
He did.
He was 12 for 18 in the free throw line.
Yeah, that's another thing too. So when you look at it from a full view, obviously he missed one of those on purpose, but he went 5 for 20 from the field, 1 for 9 from the 3-point line. I mean, at that point in that auto rocket, he didn't have such a great shooting night either.
He made a couple of clutch buckets, but they just couldn't get over the hump.
Yeah. But I'm just gonna go on record. And I'm just gonna say this right now. You probably think that I'm crazy. First of all, it's not gonna be over in 5, and I'm gonna tell you right now. If
pride on the line, baby, pride on the line.
It's not even about pride. I'm gonna be honest with you. If they go to Phoenix, and Phoenix does not close this out,
it will.
Okay, if they do, all power to them. But if they do not close this out in Phoenix, mark my words. Cut this up. Put it on YouTube. Do whatever you got to do. If the Phoenix Suns do not close this series out in game 5, LA wins it. Flat out.
27-43, 27-50. I got you. I'm going to crop that out for you.
Yeah.
That's good. Nah, it's going to be close. I'm trying to tell you. It's over.
Okay. And here's the thing. I'm okay. At the end of the day, if it does, okay, the best team won at that point, the Suns. But I'm just trying to tell you right now, these Clippers and their resilience and everything, this is not a team that you want them to hang around. If the Clippers win this game, the series is over. What's up, Chris?
What can they do to win?
Same thing that they've been doing. Double up on Devin Booker. Aiden is going to get his regardless. It is. But what you do is you have – so here's what you have to do.
I think that broken nose really affected him. And I'm glad he took the mask off because he was a fucking bum with that shit on. It was obviously bothering him. He kept adjusting it and shit.
I mean, well, the thing is, it's still bothering him. But what you have is this. You have how can I put this? So you need to double him. And then what you do is you have to disrupt Chris Paul's timing, knock him around and things like that. Because once Phoenix gets the ball moving around and there's consistent ball movement, you can't stop them. They play very good team ball. And Chris Paul is that leader. One of the things that I will say that people do need to pay attention to, and they didn't make a big deal about it last night, but one of the things that I saw is when Paul George stepped on Chris Paul's ankle and his ankle kind of turned. That right there, that is something to pay attention to for the next game. They're not talking about it, but I think that it was something.
Yeah, Paul George at it again. Just like the last series.
There you go.
Out of it, Mr. Now Chris Paul. I'm trying to tell you, Clippers full of goons. I'm trying to tell you. Patrick Beverly, who reaches like this when they about to square up? Yeah, come on. Evander Holyfield.
that I will say, yeah, Pat Beverly, he is a goon. Okay, he is. He's classic Step Brothers. Okay, you wreck my fucking boat, you goon. Okay, he is.
He's
He's
a goon.
classic. He
He a
is. He's a
goon,
goon.
man.
I give you that.
Clippers full of goons. I'm trying to say. That's why they
I
go home with 5. Suns and
no,
5.
okay. Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. If they, I'm just letting you know this right now. If the Suns do not close this thing out, Game 5, Clippers are gonna win the series.
Yeah,
You
but a
heard it
game
here
Jay
first.
Crowder, but a game that Jay Crowder's 1 from 6 behind the arc, right? Devin Booker goes
I,
8 for 22, 8 making 3. Chris Paul goes 6 for 22, 8 making 3. Cameron Payne was held to 5 points, and they still ain't
okay.
get the win. They still
No,
ain't get
but
the
but
win. I
but
don't
but
see
but
what they
here's the
can
thing.
do at this point.
But here's the thing, and I get everything that you're saying, but you got to remember that they had equally as bad shooting night.
Yeah,
They,
worse
they did. Yeah,
actually.
I'm about to say that their shooting was worse. Their 3-point shoot, they shot
Damn,
16%
Reggie Jackson
from the
took more
3-point
shots than
line.
Paul George. Damn, he took
Yes,
24 shots.
that's what I'm
What,
trying
8
to
for
tell you.
24?
And here's the thing: the Clippers went 5 of 31 behind the 3-point line. They shot 16%, sir. So yeah, exactly. So here's the thing. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think the Clippers. I'm just gonna say this right now. Clippers win this game. They win Game 5. The series is over. The series is over if the Clippers win Game 5. Chalk it up. You might as well go ahead and give it to LA at that point.
Well, if they have keys to victory, here's the keys to victory. They got to rebound better.
Well, they have the rebound better and limit second chance opportunities, and then they got to continue to disrupt the flow of Chris Paul when he's trying to facilitate and move the ball around.
That's hard
That's
to do. That's
of
hard
course
to
it is.
do.
But I mean, at
You
the end
got
of
to
the day,
control the things you can control. Reggie
yeah.
Jackson need to hit more shots. Paul George, he gotta be more aggressive. He gotta drive to the lane more. Can't settle
Uh-huh.
for the jump shot.
Uh-huh.
Because I think defensively they're good. They're good defensively.
They are.
They doing everything they just need to do. I need to shoot better and rebound better. Yeah, they getting the hell out rebounded out
Uh-huh.
of. And then get to the more people need to get to the free throw line. Paul George should be taking every free throw for your team.
Uh-huh.
He had 18 out of what, like 23, 24?
Yeah, they only got to the line a total of no, they got to the line 30 times, but Paul George, as you said, shot 18 of those. I mean, but he's doing what a superstar does. But what I will say is I need for Reggie Jackson to get more aggressive, stop settling for the outside shot, drive more. Uh, and I'm gonna be honest with you, another thing that affected that game, they missed the and one as well, late. Like Terrence Mann, when he got his arm slapped
Yeah.
and he made that layup, the refs missed the and one.
Yeah. But the crazy thing is they challenged everything else, but they ain't challenged that. That was
I was
crazy.
about to say that, yeah, they should have challenged that and had them look at it because I guarantee you, if they had looked at that, they would have said, "Yep,
But
supposed to
I
be an
think it's
and
like
one."
football. I think it's like football though. Under 2 minutes, it's the ref
Oh
or
yeah, yeah,
something.
yeah. It goes to the booth.
This shit dumb. I ain't gonna lie to you. It doesn't
It
work
is,
for every sport.
and I'm going to be honest with you, and I'm not trying to make an excuse. The problem is with it, like think about how it affected Game 2. You know what I'm saying? Like you literally had, they were able to catch their breath, rest up, and draw up the perfect play to Aiton.
Yeah, and like it's starting to make people question themselves because the same thing that happened Game 2 with the out of bounds. I'm talking about the reaching out of bounds. I think it was
Mm-hmm.
Cameron Payne that had the ball.
Mm-hmm.
It was on him according to the rules for Game 2.
Mm-hmm.
But yet they say it's Phoenix ball. It got us questioning stuff we didn't change our whole lives.
Exactly.
Anytime somebody on defense touches the damn ball that goes out of bounds, it's on them.
Mm-hmm.
But now we have the power of instant replay by the millisecond. You can see it's on their hand now, and then it got us
Yeah,
questioning
and then on
everything.
their fingertip and all that as it's going out.
Yeah, too much.
It is, and it is, and it's slowing down the game. And you know what it is too? It's giving teams an extra timeout. It's giving teams to be able to rest and, like I said, draw up plays and figure things out.
Like I
It's
said, dangerous it be if they actually challenge some of the shit they got with Kevin Durant.
yeah,
I mean, I don't know. I know every referee want to get it right, but sometimes that's the beauty of the game, man.
mm-hmm. It is.
It's just the only people that could get it right every time because that shit is computerized.
Mm-hmm. It is what it is with that, man. But let's go ahead and jump to the Atlanta Hawks series, Milwaukee Bucks. It's game 3 in Atlanta. Who do you have?
Bucks,
Let me see.
Bucks.
So you got the Bucks for game 3.
Yeah, because like it just takes one man to shoot decent, Middleton, and they're gonna win every game. Like Giannis is
Uh-huh.
unstoppable in that series. It's
Uh-huh.
almost like cheating. He having his fucking way every time he goes to lane. He do that same damn hop step spin,
Uh-huh.
get in the lane, easy layup. Like the dude is having his way. It almost looks like a mismatch.
Uh-huh.
As long as you contain Trey Young and he continue to have bad shooting nights,
Uh-huh.
Atlanta has no chance in hell. They don't got a second person that can step up
Nah, I mean it's
consistently.
literally. I was about to say yeah, consistently. Like you got I'm not even gonna lie. I do like the what is his guy? What is his name? The white boy on the team. Uh, hold on, I get his name. Sorry, y'all. My bad. Hold on. About to tell you right now who he was, and he Huter.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's decent. But again, in game 2, he had 8 points versus in that first game. What did he have? I think he dropped something crazy in that first game. In the first game, well, no, in the first game he only dropped 13, but when he dropped them, they were key moments. Like he dropped most of those points in the fourth quarter.
I think John Collins had a decent game, game one.
Yeah, John Collins. Yep, he had 23.
Hmm.
But here's the thing: you still need Trey Young, and we saw the effects of when Trey Young is not shooting well. We saw what happens with that
You're
team.
gonna lose by 40. Like dog,
Exactly.
they cannot. Giannis is having his fucking way. The shit is not fair.
Mm-hmm.
It really is not. It's really not fair at all.
Mm-hmm.
And then Drew Holiday decided he want to wake the fuck up. It's like, what can they do? Like
I agree.
Trey Young had a masterful performance game one. This should have been a sweep. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't got Atlanta winning another game.
Really?
No,
Oh, I'll take you up on that bet.
no, I want my other one first.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. That's what I thought. I was about to say because honestly, I got Atlanta. Atlanta. I mean, obviously, this first game back, I got this being a close game, but Milwaukee will win it. But I actually have Atlanta winning game 4.
They can't do nothing with Giannis. That shit crazy.
They can't do nothing with Trey. Trey actually shoots himself out the game. That's what it is. They can't do nothing with Trey. What defensive strategy do they really have for Trey?
Let him take more contested shots. Don't let him kill off the pick and roll.
And do his little shimmy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't think you go because you go to get torched regardless.
Mm-hmm.
But if he make him make the bad decision off the pick and roll, you got a better chance.
Mm-hmm.
Like he was settling for contesting outside threes last game
Mm-hmm.
because how they switched on the pick and roll. Now if they don't switch right on the pick and roll, you're gonna have a mismatch every time. It's all about controlling the non mismatches on the
Mm-hmm.
pick and roll.
Yeah, and here's the thing: the Bucks and Hawks. Hawks are only plus 160 for the odds. So yeah, I honestly I got the Bucks probably. I got the Bucks winning tonight, but Game 4 already is going to the Hawks.
Man, look, is it gonna be 20 or not? That like I don't. It was a good run by Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
It it was beautiful. They made it. They ain't making this far in a long time. It's
Mm-hmm.
just the Spud Webb and Dominique Wilkins days. But yeah,
No, didn't they? No, they didn't. I was about to say, didn't they? Well, they had the number 1 seed. I remember when Joe Johnson and all them was there and Josh Smith, but they never made it to the
they
conference
never.
finals.
Yeah, they never made it past second. They always like losing seven or some shit.
Yeah, yeah, losing 7 like the semis or something like that to LeBron.
Yeah,
But so let me ask you this real quick. Since we talking about NBA and the news and everything, what do you think about Scottie Pippen's comments where he was basically just like, "Hey, uh, KD isn't better than LeBron. KD's not a leader. He can't lead a team." What do you think about that?
do you have his direct quote?
Yeah, let me go to it. I'll go to it right now. me see something.
Because I think he said he need to be more of a team player, actually.
Yeah, that's what he said. But I got it right here. Hold on. Going through. All right. Here's what Scotty said. Has he surpassed LeBron? Nah. He tried to beat the Milwaukee Bucks instead of utilizing his team. LeBron James would have figured out how to beat them. KD is a shooter, a scorer, but he doesn't have what LeBron has. And then we'll get to, after we unpack what Scotty said, we will get to what KD's response was. It was definitely petty. But go ahead.
I mean, it's a yes and a no, but here's why I say no. He did try to get the team involved, I believe, that game, but they wasn't doing. They were off that night.
Mm-hmm.
He was on the island. Joe Harris played like shit.
Mm-hmm.
James Harden on one leg.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Blake is the stiffest motherfucker on earth now. Everything like it's Blake Griffin now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they didn't put in DeAndre Jordan really. Like, I don't know if it's injury or they think he's just a bum now, but he hasn't even been in the game. So I mean, look, the team wasn't there for him. But I would say partly a yes because LeBron would try to he would find a way. Sometimes he will find a way, sometimes. Not as of late. But it's times that I'm like, how the hell did he get these wins? Especially young LeBron. Like beating
Well,
Detroit was a big thing.
I mean, I'm going to be honest with you.
Getting over the Celtics helps was a big thing.
I mean, well, here's the thing. Let's just be real and call it what it is. The way that LeBron would have figured out how to win was drawing fouls. KD was drawing fouls on his jump shots. They just weren't calling them.
Oh yeah, not at all. He had a couple
Yeah,
4-point plays and they called
exactly. He had 4-point plays, 3-point plays. Where I'm literally sitting there. I played the clips for you all last week, and we saw it. KD was out there getting mauled.
Yeah,
and they wasn't calling. Excuse me. They wasn't calling shit. So at that point,
but the
what
thing
is he
is,
to do?
but he's a scorer and he's like the best to ever do it of all time. You can't expect him to all of a sudden change his game to be LeBron like.
Exactly.
And then, like I said, if he's passing it to him, they ain't hitting that shit. I mean, that's what the fuck Joe Harris and them did.
Yeah,
Y'all watched the game.
I was about to say that, and at the end
That
of the
nigga
day,
was on an island, bro.
I was about to say that, and at the end of the day, if they're not making the shots at this
like,
point,
what happened to the Lakers in the first round? He was trying to get the bum ass niggas involved. They wouldn't hit their shots, and what happened? His ass went home.
Mm-hmm.
So for him to say that, it's very invalid. It's very invalid. It just shows the remains. Like that dude is very salty from the Last Dance documentary. He's never been the fucking same since.
He hasn't. And then look, here's what KD said. KD said, didn't the great Scottie Pippen refuse to go in the game for the last second shot because he was in his feelings? His coach drew up a play for a better shooter. And then he also said, this guy Scott also wanted to enjoy his summer, so he chose to rehab during the season. Hey, yo, Scottie Pippen, they followed Phil, not you.
That's all facts.
It is. And here's the funny thing. So KD, right? Because he opted into playing in the Olympics this summer and everything. And dope. KD actually had a Kukoc jersey on with his shoes. Because Kukoc is the one that hit the shot.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, so he had on the Kukoc jersey as that's what he was practicing at. So here's what I'll say. And this is just my take on it.
They don't like KD. He don't give
a fuck. They don't like Brooklyn. That's what it is. It's because they don't give a fuck. He
really showed that his ass from PG County though. I ain't gonna lie to you. He's showing his ass right now. The whole Jackie McMullen shit, like we're not friends. How can she report on that person?
Mm-hmm. This is what I'll say. What Scotty said about him getting his team involved, should he have tried a little bit more? Yes.
How?
But, well, hold on.
Of it.
I was about to say, but like, here's the thing. So it's obviously you want to try to trust them more and try to empower them more. But what he needs to understand is with KD being a superstar, especially those last few minutes of the game, this is what we pay the $200 to $300 million max contracts players to do, which is take over, take majority of the shots the last 2 to 3 minutes, and be closers of the game, which
He
he
watched
closed it.
he watched Michael do it. The one of the greatest, if not the greatest closer of all time, do it.
Exactly. Here's the thing. At the end of the day, I just feel like Scotty
Yeah,
is
when
just.
he played for the Blazers, he watched the other one do it. He watched Kobe do it against him.
Here's the thing. At the end of the day, I'm just gonna be real with you. Scotty is just at a point in his life. I just feel like he's unhappy. Obviously, his wife is no, seriously. His wife. Listen, he doesn't have a Last Dance documentary. His wife is being tossed around between the industry, between sports and rappers and things like that. And she's still. And here's the crazy thing: she out here being tossed around, and she hasn't even dropped your last name yet. So that's what
Yeah,
makes
that
it
would have
even
been the
worse.
man. That would have been the man.
You get what I'm saying? So that's worse. She's out here being tossed around,
You
and
think
her
he in
name,
his midlife crisis because he did grow dreads and everything.
yeah, you growing dreads and all that. Yeah, he is.
Wearing
He's in
skinny
midlife.
jeans.
Yeah, it is what it is. Scotty, we get that you're unhappy. We get that you feel. Seriously, we get that. You know what I'm saying? Michael Jordan and everything gets all the credit, but to me, like I said, Scottie Pippen to me is still a top. He's about a top 3 or 4 small forward of all time. You
What
give
you
him
have?
that.
Who would you have over him?
Over him, obviously KD,
Hmm.
in no particular order. I would
KD
have.
over Scotty?
Yeah, I would
Oh
probably.
no.
It's tough, but I would put KD over Scotty.
Oh no.
I would put obviously LeBron over Scotty,
I'll give you that.
and then that's about it. I would
You
say
won't put Larry over
Larry Bird.
Scotty.
I got a slight edge. I told you that. I got a slight edge to Scotty over Bird.
You giving Scotty over Bird, but you said KD is better than Scotty. Get the
Did you
fuck out of here.
did you not hold on, let me ask you this. Did you not just crown KD as the greatest scorer of all time?
He's
Okay
one of
then.
the greatest scorer of all time.
Okay then.
Can I
And we
specify? Can I specify why?
go ahead.
Because he's a 7-footer with handles like a guard. He's
Okay then.
7-footer. He's like one of the best shooters out
Le-
there.
okay then. So let me ask you this. He's a 7 footer, he's got handles like a guard, and his shooting and everything is so effortless. So do you think here's the thing. Let's go back in time. Let's put in a time capsule. You put, let's say, KD on, since he was a supersonic, you put him on that supersonics team with Gary Payton, Detlef Schrempf, Sean Kemp, all of them. Do you honestly think that Scottie Pippen would have been able to shut down KD?
He would have limited them.
Limit him to what, 30 points? He wouldn't have got 40. He would have got 30.
20 25, and when it came late in the game. Because
No,
Jordan and Pippen would have switched. They would have switched on him.
they would have switched. But what can you do for a guy who's 7 feet? He's going to shoot over you.
Strip him while they going up. Frustrate his timing. And then you gotta remember, if you're gonna put him in the time machine, they gotta play by them rules too. Hand checking was involved. It'd have been a
Okay.
lot of them. He
Okay.
would
It
have
would
got
have
as
been.
many fouls. All that flopping and shit wouldn't worked out.
Well, here's the thing. Let's be real. KD doesn't flop like that because he know that he's not going to get the call. So KD goes up and takes the shot.
Every superstar flops.
But but here's the thing. How consistently do you really see KD flop? Let's be real.
I mean, it's not as dramatic where everybody does the hand rip. That's a form of flopping to me. When they shoot and fall back, that's a form of flopping to me.
I mean, if your hand is getting slapped or something like that when you're trying to shoot, but the thing is this, KD is 7 feet. He would have been shooting right over. And the thing is this, KD actually has killer instinct, unlike, some individuals that I named on it. So he has killer instinct. So if you literally sit up there telling me he ain't going to come down the court, pull up and shoot right over Scotty when it's a close game, come on. Let's not do this. Here's the thing. I'm going to be
You
honest
put
with you.
KD over Scotty,
I put
but you
KD
put
over Scotty.
Scotty over Larry.
Yep,
I just want to make sure you got that right. You are tripping.
I am. I
You
said
disrespecting
slight.
Larry. You
I said slight
disrespecting Larry.
edge. I
So
said
pretty
slight
much you
edge.
got Larry at number 4. You fucking crazy. Larry's at least 1 or 2.
Okay, put LeBron at number 4 there. Put LeBron at number 4.
Now LeBron won.
You sure?
Yeah, I give it to him. He is one
Okay.
right now. He is one. He's the greatest small forward of all time.
Okay. So I got LeBron. And then to
He-
me, hold
Larry is
on.
number two to me.
That's to you. That's it.
And then
That's
you give it to
perfectly fine.
Scotty, and then you can give it to KD right now.
I got KD over Scotty.
Yeah, I remember KD had failures in the playoffs too.
He
You
did.
can't the 3-1 against Golden State. That's on him.
Well, it's not just on him. I mean, think
I
about
mean, he
it.
get part of it's on him because that's when he wasn't that killer instinct guy like that. He'll
Correct.
make the clutch shot and everything, but that nigga was supposed to demand the fucking ball from Westbrook.
I mean, but Westbrook is Westbrook, and we see Westbrook will never win a
Give it
ring.
to me, I'll take it down the court because he could do. He had the skill to do that.
He did have the skill to do that, but at the end of the day, it just didn't happen.
Yeah,
But I don't know, y'all.
He had
Let
failures
me
too.
know. Here's the thing, y'all. I see y'all tuning in. Let me know in the comment section. Top four, top five small forwards. Do you think
Oh,
KD?
we put this on the page this week
Yeah.
multiple times. I want everybody's vote.
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe it's because he's white, ain't it?
No, it has nothing to do with because he's white.
I'm messing with you. I'm messing with you.
No, I mean, here's the thing. I love Larry, but you got to understand the team that Larry played on.
So who's number five? Dirk, right? It gotta
No,
be
Dirk.
Dirk.
No, Dirk is a
He
power
played the
forward. He's
he
not a
did play
three.
the four. He did play the
Yeah,
four. He
Dirk
played
played
the
the
three.
four.
He did early in his career. Yeah.
Five. I don't know. I would have to do some soul searching. I would literally have to do some digging.
I say Dominique.
I'm not mad at that. I'm trying to think of who else.
I say Dominique.
Um, Devin George, like, not messing with you.
I mean, he got George Gervin. That's definitely a good pick.
Yeah, George Gervin is a nice one. Was Wes Unseld, was he a 3 or a 4?
He was five actually.
Oh, he was a 5. Got you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Let me
Yeah.
see. A 3. I don't know. It's tough.
I mean, he got Kemp played the four for some part
Yeah,
most of his career too, because Kemp was a
exactly.
3 at 1.2.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we'll do a top five.
Yeah, we
But
will.
Bird is number two. I don't know what you talking about.
Okay. I
The
told you,
man with a
Scotty over
3-point
Bird.
contest is with his warm up. It's confidence, bro. Larry Bird is the greatest shit talker of all time. And he usually pack that shit up.
He did. I give you that. He backed it up. Oh yeah, Clyde was a 2. Clyde was a 2. He wasn't a 3. I'm trying to think. Who else? I don't know. I gotta go. I gotta do some soul. I gotta do some digging.
All right,
But
we get back. We're gonna ask this next week. But for me right now, it's Dominique.
okay,
Easy.
okay. All right.
Well, McGrady,
Oh yeah,
Grant
yeah,
Hill.
yeah. I mean, but Grant Hill, I mean, the
Yeah.
injuries and everything.
Yeah, I mean McGrady's up there.
He is.
McGrady would have did something with KD.
Oh, he would. Oh, it just would have been a back and forth scoring fest. But yeah, he would have played some defense on him as well. He would have.
Oh, McGrady, man. That dude had a great game. But yeah. Enough of this NBA shit, man, because Scottie Pippen get on my fucking nerves. I wasn't trying. I'm trying to be calm today. So
All
bit my
right.
ass.
All right, that's cool. All right, so we talked about the NBA playoffs with that. Let's just talk about sports news
Oh
all
my
around.
god. Oh my god.
So,
Oh
Mr.
my
Jones, do
god.
you want to talk to the
Oh my
people about
god.
what happened in the NHL world? I know you were proud to talk about it last week. So, if you could just
Oh
go ahead
my
and educate
god.
them.
All right, man. I guess I get my Blackberry Melrose on. All right, so Las Vegas Knights went down 4-2 in the Western Conference semifinals. Very disappointing because right now I'm a Las Vegas native, and that became my whole team. Las Vegas has became Hockey Town. Now, in the first 4 years, quite successful if you put it on paper. Inaugural year, lost in the Stanley Cup Finals to my hometown, Washington Capitals, and then they got put out in the first round the next year, and then 2 straight conference semifinals, 1 round away. These motherfuckers was 1 round away from getting to the Stanley Cup final. And Montreal Canadiens, you get your props. You get to go to the Stanley Cup Finals, and this is how you did it. You have the best goalie in the NHL. Price is pretty amazing, and let's be honest, the stars of the Golden Knights did not show up. In particular, Mark Stone. This year was the first year we actually put a C on somebody, and Mark Stone got to walk that C. And he was kind of he was a non-factor in the series. Really was a non-factor in the series. And then hearing that one of our defensemen, good defenseman, Alex Martinez was playing through an injury the whole time. But hey, too little, too late to announce that shit. And Marc Andre Fleury, Marc Andre Fleury. You continue sometimes in the playoffs to show your age. You're all-time great, three-time Stanley Cup champion, but Marc Andre Fleury, it's time to retire. You're first ballot Hall of Famer. Might as well enjoy retirement because I don't think this for you anymore.
Why
honestly.
not? Why not?
He's too old. He's too old. He shows his age and fatigue in the playoffs too much because he'd be good throughout the season. Next thing you know, you're giving up 4 goals a game. Like, what the hell? And then power play. Jesus Christ. The Knights was horrible in power play this series. And we're usually a decent power play team. But shout out to the Montreal Canadiens. Like I said, hockey is back in Canada. I think it's the first time in 27 years. I think the last time was 27 years. So shout out to them for that. And they're playing a powerhouse, man. Defending champions, Tampa Bay Lightning from last year. They made it back. These dudes score like Team Iceland and the Mighty Ducks the first game. They be lighting up the fucking net, and it's going to be a good series. But if I do have a pick, man, I like Montreal's game though. Like I said, they got the best goaltender, and sometimes a hot goaltender can take you anywhere you need to be in hockey. But damn, Tampa Bay, the defending champs, they back. Give me Tampa Bay in 6.
Okay,
that's what I would pick. The Lightning in 6, defending champions, back to back.
Okay.
There's my hockey analysis for this week.
All right. Well, we can go ahead and talk about.
Well, let's talk about the women in track and field, man. How they represent.
I was about to say that. Go ahead. Yeah, Sha'Carri Richardson, straight out of the DMV. You know, long blonde hair.
She's a beast.
She is unmatched, world class speed. She definitely represented. She's now America's fastest woman. So salute to her for that.
Yeah, man. You started off with FloJo in the long deals. The Jackie Jonah Kersey had a run. Now it's her time.
Exactly. So yeah, it was a tribute to FloJo. So everybody was getting on her and everything.
We don't say Marion Jones over here. She got caught, but she got them stripped. They don't get $1 here. But now go ahead.
Yeah, and we don't talk about the guy who lost the testicle either, who was roiding it up.
My God, you talking about Liv Strong?
Yeah,
Nike's biggest mistake. No, continue.
Exactly. But yeah, man. But you got Sha'Carri Richardson, and then there was another young lady. What is her name? Her name is Raven Saunders. She did that. I don't know what you call that competition, but it's when you take. What is it?
Shot put.
Say it again for the people.
Shot put.
Okay, shot put. Basically, you taking a heavy ass ball, putting it on your shoulder, spinning around, doing a 360, and then you just launching that mother. And she launched it. Okay, she did.
She had the record briefly. I don't know if it was world or the Olympic trials record, but she had the record at one point. Representing the 843 Charleston, South Carolina, and she has a great story because she actually battles depression. And throughout it all, she's been good at this event. So she qualified for the Olympics pretty much, number 1. I don't know. I think it might be a dominant year for the USA as far as gold medals in the Summer Olympics. Because you got to give us our automatic too. I think Team USA basketball, I mean, we get most of our stars playing this year, so I think we're going to get the gold in that. And then women's softball, when we don't ever lose women's softball. That's our shit.
Yeah, and here's the thing. I got it for the people right now on the roster. So here's what you have. You have Dame Lillard. You have Middleton. You have KD going. You have Bradley Beal. You have Devin Booker. You have Who is this guy? Jeremy Grant. Okay, Jeremy Grant for the Pistons. I'm assuming.
Yeah.
You have Draymond Green. You have Drew Holiday.
Put KD at the 5. What the fuck?
Exactly. Kevin Love is going to be there. So yeah, that's you got Jason Tatum. You got Bam Adebayo who's playing, and you got Zach LaVine. I mean, that's a pretty solid roster. I mean, we shouldn't lose.
They can just shoot. That's a mid range for them. They
Mm-hmm.
3-4. It's like, yeah, it might get ugly.
Mm-hmm.
It
Yeah.
might get ugly. Well, I mean, you always have a team Argentina,
You
or
do,
France.
but here's the thing though. Even with your Argentina team, there's no Manu. Okay, there's no Manu Ginobili. So you get what I'm saying? Like that's when Argentina and all that was dangerous when you had Manu out there, and then with France, let's be real, you had Tony Parker, who was one of the best facilitators out there.
Well, we know Greece is going to have Giannis.
Okay.
We should win it. We should win it though, but you just never know. It's always a team out there, and the Euro leagues continue to get better and better.
Mm-hmm.
Because you got Luca going to his home country, probably. Like,
Yeah.
you know, the NBA is a lot more international stars.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Joker got to play somewhere. Like, it might. I don't know, but we should win it though. We got too many shooters.
We do.
Even though you know lately USA women's basketball been looking a little bit better though.
Oh, of course.
As far as dollars, Jesus Christ. Like
So here's what
Diana
I'll say.
Taurasi, them girls last year. Whew.
I was about to say, I mean, as far as fundamentals, man, the women always have it. The women always have it when it comes to fundamentals. Excuse me, and then playing team ball and things like that. They do.
That's why it pisses me off sometimes when we talk about the greatest of all time. We never mention women. Like I
Mhm.
believe legitly Diana Taurasi should be in that conversation as one of the greatest basketball players of all time.
Mm-hmm.
Also, somebody like a fucking Cheryl Swoops or Lisa Leslie.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, Cheryl Miller, fuck, they did great things in their sport.
They did. I'm not going to refute it.
I mean, shit, the three. I mean, they still got to shoot jumpers. They got to
Yeah,
make them motherfuckers. I
they
don't
do.
know. I don't know.
And then also another news. So in the NFL, I don't know if you know about this or not. Tom Brady, recently, so he said that the goal was to play until he's 50, but it's looking more 45-ish. So basically, these will be his last 2 seasons. These last 2 seasons looking like it's going to be
Yeah, I
his
knew that.
retirement tour.
I knew that.
So, I mean, I'm okay with that. He doesn't have anything else to prove at this point. He has 7 championships. He has more championships than any franchise in NFL history.
One man.
One man. So at that point, what else do you have to prove? And to be honest, let's be real. With these last 2 years in Tampa, he's going to get one more. With them bringing back all the starters and everything, at least he's going to get one more. So that's the thing. He don't have anything else to prove. Play till 50 for what? Go home, sir. You in Florida. Work on the whole TB12 facility down there. Spend time with your family. I know you love the game, but just relax. Yeah.
Play golf.
Well, that's another thing too. I know how you talked about Aaron Rodgers with Jeopardy. That's actually what he's been doing in this offseason is golf. And I think him and Phil Mickelson is supposed to team up.
Yeah. I think they playing Brady. They playing Brady and somebody, I think. Well, yeah, it's Brady.
No, I thought Brady was teaming up with Phil Mickelson. Or am I wrong?
I don't know what the player, but it's supposed to be Rodgers versus Brady on a golf course. That's right.
It is. It's supposed to be Rodgers versus Brady, and then it's supposed to be, like 2 significant golfers. And I think Mickelson teamed up with Brady, and I forgot who teamed up with Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, so like I said, that nigga ain't coming back to Green Bay. I keep telling y'all that. I know y'all football fans, and he just won MVP. He was so great last season. No, you're not happy. You're not happy. We got all that money. Happiness is very important. You see how many of these rich people off themselves?
Pretty much.
Sad to say. So man, let the man be happy, and he
Hmm.
happy not playing for people that don't appreciate him.
Pretty much,
Shit,
and
you
who
see,
don't,
Brett
and
Favre did it.
he sure did. Well, Brett Favre. Well, actually, well, here's the thing. Brett Favre left because he kept going back and forth. Remember that. Remember, he kept on. Oh, well, I may retire, I may not. Then finally, they said, "Listen,
But
we got to
what
be fair to."
caused that? What caused that? Them drafted Aaron Rodgers in the first round.
Oh yeah, with them drafting Aaron Rodgers, and then them not really bringing him any help, so he had to go to another team. Remember, first he went to the Jets. Jets made it to the playoffs, so we saw that it was obviously Brett Favre did the right thing
And then he
because it
had the
was
best season in his career. That Viking season was pretty
yeah,
incredible.
it was.
40 touchdowns, 8 picks. And they
Hmm.
had under 10 picks in the season. That's like very rare for Brett Favre.
Definitely.
So yeah, Green Bay, good riddance.
Mhm.
Then look, he's gonna host Jeopardy soon. I keep saying that. People be thinking I'm crazy. He's not going back to Green Bay. He may
No,
play somewhere else.
I think he'll play somewhere else before that. And what I think has happened is this: see, Green Bay is trying to be stubborn, but you at this point, if the right team offers you a package deal, you got to take it. Like
Yeah, you already geared up for it. You like got 3 new quarterbacks. They done drafted and got free agents.
that's what I'm saying. At this point, guess what? Let
You
San
geared up for it.
Francisco. Here's the thing: let San Francisco take a couple first round picks this year, next year, the year after. Take Jimmy Garoppolo and a second round pick, and say, "Hey, send us Aaron Rodgers."
But the thing is going to be the chain, the chain reaction in that because Devontae Adams going to want out. I'm telling you that already,
Of course he is. Of course he is.
and it's going to be easier to deal with him.
It will be. Devontae Adams, absolutely, but I think he could be utilized on quite a few teams.
Oh hell yeah, 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 definitely. I can't wait for the season though. But exciting news, man! Season 4, TMS FFL, baby,
Go
fantasy
ahead, talk
football. I
about it.
can't wait for it. So, man, last year, due to the pandemic and everything in the state of the NFL, we decided to take a year off, but we're back this year, man. Most competitive football, fantasy football league, man. It's very cutthroat because how it's set up and everything. But now it's 17 weeks in the regular season, so it looks like it's going to be decided by
18,
playoffs.
18.
18, so yeah, it looks like it's really going to be decided by playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
But we give you more details in the upcoming, but it is going to be an entry fee to get in, and it's going to be winner takes all, of course.
Yeah. Mr. Jones, this will be completely up to you. It's a little impromptu. Do you feel like being frustrated? Do you want to talk about a certain subject that we were talking about offline, or you want to just leave it alone?
Nah, nah, what the fuck? I ain't ducking nothing.
No, no, no. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I ain't ducking nothing. Go ahead.
Okay. All right. So I'll play it for the people.
Off space and set my whole life up differently than what it was normally. And I feel like if you brought me to like this level, and then we didn't work out, but we're still friends. We didn't
All
have
right.
beef,
So
and no one cheated.
so here's what I'm going to do. I'll go back because I want to make sure that I play this entire clip. So here's what you have. You have one of these Instagram models. Her name is Blue Jasmine. Um, and a clip went viral. And so what I will tell people is this: when a clip goes viral, just like with anything, Kanye, whoever,
Fair
you need
use.
to go back and watch the entire interview to get a just for this person. So we will get into this, but here's what she said.
Fair use.
Guy get me a Benz
Fair
before
use.
and put me in a loft space and set my whole life up differently than what it was normally. And I feel like if you brought me to like this level, and then we didn't work out, but we're still friends. We didn't have beef and no one cheated. It was just didn't work out. But I still I wasn't going to move from my space because it didn't work out. I wasn't going to give him back my car because I'm not going to downgrade my lifestyle because me and you are no longer together. And I just feel like if you put me in this space and that was under your budget, then what's the difference now? You know what I mean?
You were my girlfriend. I was fucking you.
Yeah, but
I was fucking
I
you.
just feel, yeah, but I personally feel like no, I'm not
Yeah,
moving.
but see, what he did was this though. He gave you the upgrade, but part of that upgrade is because you're with me.
Yes.
You understand? So let me just go though. So we didn't work out, me and you dating. You feel me? So I'm supposed to keep paying your loft and keep paying your bins. Now I get it. You're a true boss if you do that, and that's the vibe we're getting. But Jazz,
no, it's just I'm not moving, and you're gonna have to
if
deal
you
with
want to
it.
stay
Either way, you have
upgraded,
to
stay
deal
with
with
me.
it.
If not, go see what's out there.
So then if that's the case, so you want me to stay with you for these items and use you basically?
Not for them. If you want to live like this, it comes with being with me.
Okay. So then you would prefer a woman to just stay with you for her items and her lifestyle. My lifestyle is now contingent. My current new lifestyle that you upgraded me to is now contingent on me being in a relationship with you, and that's the only way I can have it in this moment. Then what stops me from just staying with you for that?
Then Jazz, you want him to keep your lifestyle up, keep paying your bills, keep you on that same upgraded level. No, you were dating a man that had money, so dating him came with a lifestyle. But if we not working and our love is dead, I don't owe you to keep paying your car note and your mortgage. I'm not entitled to. Now, if I'm that rich, then okay. But realistically, that isn't really my job. You should find you a man like me and upgrade to him and keep your lifestyle.
That takes time. So I just feel like if someone had me on a certain pedestal, you're not just because we no longer working, you're not just gonna rip the pedestal from me. Like, or I'm gonna feel a type of way and just as petty and ruin dumb things. I'm gonna ruin the car, I'm gonna trash the house.
Sponsor you until you move on.
Not until I move on, but give me, until I
more time.
Okay. I know it was tough for a lot of y'all to sit up here and listen to that bullshit. But let's go ahead, as you know, my therapist likes to say, let's unpack this. So here's what we have. We have a woman. She's 28 years old. She was dating a man who was a high earner. They didn't work out. This man had put her in a luxury loft, her and her son, which was not this man's child, by the way, and also bought her a Benz. The loft. So here's the thing. She was on Kevin Samuel's show last night, and you can go to his YouTube page and check that out. Salute to him for having 1 million subscribers as well. But this woman said that at the end of the day, and see, this is what we talk about, and women always try to throw that word around. Men are toxic. Men are this. Men ain't shit. This is toxic behavior. The entitlement. We're not together. We're not having sex, but you should continue because you put me onto this lifestyle. So it's up to you now to sustain it until either I can find somebody else to support this lifestyle or I can upkeep it myself. But she can't, because let's be honest with you. So from the show last night, and I watched Kevin Samuel's show in detail. The loft is $4,500 a month. So it ain't cheap. She's in New York. So it's $4,500. Anybody who's ever gone to New York, who's ever lived in New York, you already know. Prime real estate in New York ain't cheap. The Benz, whether
Maybe
it's
the highest in America.
It might be. And I think it's between
per square foot.
Yeah, per square foot, it might be. It's either them or Cali. I think DC is shortly behind at this point because they're coming up. All this fucking gentrification and everything. But so you have $4,500 for a loft, and then the Benz note, whether if it's a lease or he bought it for whatever else, is $5,500 a month. So we're talking about it in excess of $10,000 a month. So $120,000 a month in expenses because I put you there. So it's my job to maintain it, while you try to figure stuff out, even if it didn't work out. Mr. Jones, what issues do you see here?
I mean, the word being mad stands out a lot. That shows you the selfishness and entitlement. And honestly, with failed relationship, there's consequences.
Mm-hmm.
And consequences are, first and foremost, you lose the companionship. And then with that, the benefits with it, unfortunately, you lose that too, because when you're separated, you're on your own. You got to make, your ends meet. You got to pretty much find yourself to be together for the next person.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, if he doing it for the sake he don't want the kid to be homeless or something, I can respect that. But at the end of the day, like, come on, you're not obligated to that just because you gave up some pussy.
I mean, and here's another thing too.
It's not an obligation.
But here's another thing too, when we detail toxic behavior. So, did you hear what she said in here? Where she said, "Well, if you're going to rip these things from up under me, then I'm going to destroy them.
Yeah,
I'm going to destroy them. I'm going to wreck the home. I'm going to destroy the car." because I'm coming. So here's the thing.
For what, attention? Because
I,
that's all like you're gonna get from that, maybe attention.
but here's what she needs to understand. And so here's what her reasoning was. Her reasoning was she went out, she found things to upgrade his business and everything like that in his personal life. So Kevin asked her and said, "Hey, if you didn't do those things, right, as far as helping him, I guess, upgrade and earn more money, would the business crumble? Like, would he be out of business if it were not for you?" She's like, "No, I just, I added a few things to, boost something." Okay, then. So honestly, at that point, it's a fair trade-off while you're with me. Guess what? You help me to slightly grow my business or show me some different avenues. So okay, that's fine. I have the money. I'm putting you in a nice vehicle. You're in your loft. But what you need to understand is this: the type of entitlement that she's talking about, that comes from a wife and from being a wife. I was with we were married 4 or 5.
She want alimony.
Exactly, but what she calls it is palimony. That's what she calls it, palimony.
What?
Palimony. And here's another kicker. And this is why I can pretty much tell she's dealing with a man. And here's the thing: there's no disrespect to him, because again, there's only 10% of men in this country that make $100,000 or more. That's it. And when you get into $425,000 or more, the number goes down to literally 1%. So obviously, this man is earning, a decent salary. He is. He's doing what he has to do. But the issue that I have is, you want these wife privileges, but you're not a wife. And on her, and here's the thing: is she doubled down on this. Not only is this in her profile, but it's also what came out of her mouth. "Oh, I'm the voice of the city girls, the party girls, this and that." Really? What skill do you have? What trade do you have other than shaking tits and shaking ass on OnlyFans? And she sit up here, and here's the thing: Kevin asked her, he said, "Okay, so when all of this is taken away from you, what are you going to do?" Especially with OnlyFans transitioning from being, this adult content to being
Go to
more
TikTok.
family friendly. Yeah, and she was like, "Oh, well, I have other investments and all that." Yes, but what? She couldn't go into detail, which leads me to know this: she doesn't have shit for real.
She go to TikTok.
I'm 28. I'm pretty. I got the long hair.
Exactly. I'll
Yeah,
go to TikTok because it's always going to be an avenue that's going to be open for that to make ends meet.
yeah. But here's the thing. But this
I
is just
mean,
what
they've
I'm
been having
talking.
it since Backpage, Black, and Craigslist. I mean, it's
They
always going to
have.
be an avenue.
But here's the problem that I'm having. It's literally just her delusion. And
Yeah.
here's another kicker, Mr. Jones. Guess what? You know what else she admitted? There's another man actually living in that place.
Wow.
Yeah.
What she
And
got
she
some
told,
dirt? She got some dirt on him.
I don't know, but she just talking about, oh, and he's a very nice guy. And, at this point, we're, you know, my new man is here, and, we're just stacking our money trying to figure out a plan.
Dude still got the keys. He still comes in when he want.
But here's the problem that I have, and I'm going to be honest with you.
It's a huge problem all around the board. We're good.
Oh, 1000%. And so here's the thing. Let's just say, obviously, if I'm, high earner, whatever else, let's say if I agree to this, let's say if, what, I don't want your child to be homeless, but I'm going to give you 90 days to figure things out. And oh, by the way, when she got this place, so this was another thing too, where she got tripped up on. She said, she was asked, "Hey, so how long do you think that you should how long do you think that it's okay for you to hold on to these things?" I would say 3 months. So 3 months. And then she said 6 months if he's a really nice guy and, he has the money, things like that. She got the place shortly after they broke up. Do you know how long she's been living there, Mr. Jones?
What?
almost 18 months.
Hmm.
So the guy has literally, by your own admission, the guy has paid you what you think that you should be paid. So 18 months, he's paid you 3 times what you believe that you should be paid. But yet you think that it's okay for you to continue to live there and him to supply you while you're getting fucked and slutted out by another man. Let's just be real.
Damn.
I mean that's what. And here's the thing: I hate to.
Shout out to her hustle.
I mean, yeah, and that's the thing. Like at the end of the day, you can't be too mad at her because this guy he's simping and he's doing these things.
Yeah, she's doing what she's supposed to do.
Exactly. She's playing her position, but at the end of the day, but that's what I'm saying. Like at the end of the day, as a man,
shout out for the dude who felt that ticket. And
exactly.
For free too.
Exactly. He living there for free and banging her brains out. Probably is not a stepfather at all. Exactly. So that's my thing. And it's one of those things where I'm just kind of just like, damn, like
y'all know what my line is when it comes to that. Y'all know what my line is. Unfortunate.
What's that? Go ahead.
Unfortunate. I'm glad I'm not in the game. I live a normal, happy, married life. It's fine sometimes.
But these are the type of things that I'm talking about. And gentlemen, as you're on your way up in the world, these are the things, these are the women that honestly you want to steer away from. And even as the conversation got thick and, Kevin asked her, listen, you have to know that this is not fair. You have to know that this is pretty one-sided. You have to know that this and that. And she's just like, I mean, you might be right. But again, he's not going to take these things from me because if he does, I'm going to destroy them.
She got some dirt on him.
She has to. She's obviously.
Did he ever reveal the dude's profession and what he do? He might be somebody. He might be really somebody, and he got dirt on that dude.
He might
be at this point.
It has to be, but she's talking about.
Remember a year of that law rent. What's that? 9,000 every 2 months. 9 times 654. That's 54,000 a year. That's 54,000 a year.
It is. It is. Here's the thing. I'll do the math. Yep. So 4,500 times 12. So that's 54,000. Like you said, great job.
We just talking about rent. So we
ain't I was about to say, and the car is 5,500. So you times that by 12. That's 66. The man is spending an excess of about $120,000.
Yeah, Tay, she got a sex tape or something.
Yeah, she has to at this point.
She put a jar up his ass or something.
I was about to say that. At this point, she has something compromising because here's the thing, and like I talked about it in the group chat. Me, if I was a high earner and all of that, and let's just say it was somebody that I really, really cared about. Let's say it was the mother, either the mother of my child or somebody who I was in a relationship with. Here's the thing. Okay, cool. I'm gonna pay for you to have this nice loft. I'm gonna put you in a nice car. We were in a relationship, and I really mess with you as a person. But guess what? I need you to understand something. I have the keys. I have access. So what I need at that point is exclusive access to your body. So when I text you and say, "Hey, I'm coming by," I don't give a damn what plans you have with your girlfriends, your sisters, your cousins, your friends. Your ass ought to be. Your ass. Listen. Your ass is to be sitting there on that bed in lingerie, waiting for me to come through the door. And I'm going to be honest with you. At that point, if I have that type of leverage, I'm going to be honest with you. Not only do I want you laying there, I want your homegirl that's in these OnlyFans videos with you as well. Both of y'all need to be laid out on that bed in fucking lingerie. It's just that simple.
Is it in his name? Is it exclusively in her name? It has to be something law abiding or something. I don't know. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Well, here's the thing. She said from what I watched, if I'm not mistaken. So I think the loft is in his name. No, both of those things are in his name. And she was like, "Oh, well, I can get them transferred and all of that." But how are you going? But here's the thing. Even if he signs off on it, on transferring those things, how are you going to sustain that? How? Because guess what? OnlyFans, for all the women out there who ran to OnlyFans and all that, and that was their avenue, it's coming to an end. It is. So I hope you built up enough followers where you can create your own website and things like that to bring
Snapchat,
your fans over there.
Snapchat ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, but I mean, people aren't really using Snapchat like that.
TikTok ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, but TikTok, I'm gonna be honest with you.
You even got the hub. You got a lot of avenues if you want to continue to go that route. Well, shit, these days they just go straight to fucking YouTube comedy. It's 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 ways. It's always ways. It's too many
mhm.
ways to make money, but at the end of the day, yeah, it's her delusion and stuff. It's no excuse for that, but at the same time, if he gonna allow it, what the hell can we do?
I was about to say that, and that's another thing, and that's what I want to tell all the men out there. That's the most important thing that I feel like has been lost in this. And I'm gonna be honest with you. Not only with her delusion, she's ungrateful because at not one time did she say, "Hey, thank you," this and that. She just believes that she's entitled to it. Ladies, I'm going to be honest with you. I
Me and
get it.
man.
I was about to say, but here's the thing. I'm going to be on. What did you say, Mr. Jones? Say that
A
again.
lot of people say me and Matt. When they start saying that a lot, you can tell they selfish.
Yep.
Hey, us and we, you know.
Mm-hmm. So here's what I want to tell you, ladies. Guess what? I get it. A lot of y'all, don't nobody give head like me. Don't nobody throw it back like me. This and that. While I get that, there's always somebody else out there. The same way that there's a man out there that has more money than me, who has more muscles than me, more, whatever else. There's a woman who know how to bob her head and slob on a knob better than you do. There's a woman who knows how to throw it back better than you do. She may not even be as pretty as you are, but she may know how to do it better. But at the end of the day, for you to get through life, you need to get your shit together. So I honestly,
But
if,
here, let
go
me
ahead.
ask you this: do you think it's an issue too? Because people that is high earners and all that, that's the pool basically they got. Everybody's pretty much the same in that status in life.
Yeah, but here's what they need to do. Honestly, they need to make sure that they maintain the control. Like I don't get where they get to this. And here's the thing: if you have such a caring heart, a caring spirit, where you want to give this money, go and give fucking shoes. Uh, do what little baby did. Go to the hood where you see a bunch of kids running around in flip flops because their parents can't afford shoes, and go buy out Foot Locker when you're feeling generous. Stop taking these women who, yes, they are, some of them are pretty, they're beautiful, they got their titties done, their butts done, all that kind of stuff. Stop taking these women, putting them on these high up pedestals, and making them think that they are more than what they are. Because I'm going to be honest with you, pretty women are a dime a dozen. High earning men are not, which is why there's only 10% of them. And pretty soon I'll be able to say us, but I got some things coming, but we'll talk about that later. But yeah, I'll be able to say us soon, but high earning men are not a dime a dozen. They're not. And so, and then guess what? Out of that 10%, 80% of those men are married. So that leaves only 20% left. And either they're old.
Yeah, but a lot of these hired and married men, they creeping. Let's
Oh, of
be
course they
honest.
are. I mean they are. They
A lot of
exercising
them.
their options. Of course they are. A lot of them they are. They exercising their options. They're doing what they're doing. But here's the thing. Like I said, at the end of the day, and I get everything like that we have going on, but like it's her delusion. Like she is absolutely fucking crazy. And here's the thing: if this was reversed, if this was a man saying that, oh, because she broke up with me and she was making all this money, she still needs to continue to pay for. That's why. Guess what? When Mary J. Blige husband did what he did, I ain't throw no salt on him. When Britney Spears, and I know she's going through a tough situation right now, but when Britney Spears, when her man broke up with her, divorced her, took the kids, and had her paying and all that alimony and all, I didn't have an issue with that because
Oh,
guess what?
Federline?
Yep, Kevin Federline,
Oh,
exactly.
yeah. But anyway, go
Yeah,
ahead.
I didn't have an issue with it because you
That
know
was
what?
a piece of shit move he did, though.
Oh, of course, it was a piece of shit move, but at the end of the day, unfortunately, we see it more times. We see it
Yeah,
9 times out of 10 with the women doing it to the men versus the
yeah,
men doing it to the women.
yeah.
We just do.
I guess naturally because the role of a man, you know what I mean? It's like, what did you
Exactly.
do to me?
And
What
here's the
did
thing,
you provide?
and I'm all for the role of a man, but what women or what a lot of people need to understand is this. Guess what? There's a certain level. I don't mind doing these things for you as long as I have access to your body. She said they don't even have sex. She's got a new man living in there. So I'm supposed to be taking care of you, your son, and another man.
She
I'm
lying.
she ain't lying. She ain't lying. At this point, you know what I'm starting to think, Mr. Jones? Uh, let's go ahead and call it what he might be a cuck at this point.
Oh my God.
He might be.
Unfortunate.
If any of you all have seen the show Magic City on Stars and things like that, do you remember that show, Mr. Jones?
Yeah, but
Remember the guy who was like a hit man and all of that, and he was powerful, crazy as shit. But what did he get off on? Seeing that young, beautiful woman, that young, beautiful woman that he had, who he was taking care of, supplying her with everything. He enjoyed seeing her have sex with a younger guy. Remember, he would be up in so her the room or condo or whatever that he had her in had a sky dome, or I'm sorry, sky window or whatever you want to call it, and he would be looking in, getting off on watching her have sex with this young guy.
I don't get it.
I don't get it either. I don't get it. It's not for me to get because that's not my lifestyle.
Yeah. Once you
It's
get
just
the
not.
money, don't let it become your lifestyle.
Trust me, I won't. Trust me. There's nothing. That's not gonna happen. At the end of the day, whoever's my woman, that's my woman, and we're for each other. That's just that. Plain and simple.
Yeah,
We are for each
yeah.
other and only each other.
Well, I'm gonna be honest. The idea of monogamy is wearing very thin in life.
Of course it is. But at the end of the day, here's the thing that what you got to get you somebody that knows how to switch it up.
Don't
And
get me wrong. I'm all for advancement in society, and you know what I mean, tweaking rules and all of that. But we gotta have some traditions. We gotta have something traditional. Jesus
Mhm.
Christ.
Come on, Rafi almost took his arm off. Yep,
Mighty Ducks.
exactly. But all right, man. Appreciate you all for tuning in. I'll try to get this
Oh
clip out on
no,
YouTube.
do Music Friday, brother.
I was about to say no. I'm saying tuning into that portion. Yeah, I'm not going to end it. No,
Oh,
it's New Music
sound like
Friday.
you about to close the show.
Hell
Oh,
no.
God, man.
Hell no. So first of all, Mr. Jones, do you wanna introduce this or do you want me to
Nah,
introduce it?
you got it. You the host, you got it.
I appreciate that. So first off, Tyler the Creator came out with a new album. Call Me If You Get Lost, and you might as well say a new fucking Gangsta Grills.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is.
And Tyler was spitting from start to finish.
Yeah, no, Tyler's a beast, man. Just a lot of people don't like when he be on that joke shit.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
mean,
it might be really him, but people just, you know what I mean, kind of. But no, the dude, I mean, his last album was, I mean, a classic. Like Igor is a classic. I mean, this
oh, it's
is going
definitely
to
a
be a
classic.
classic. This is easily one of the best albums of the year to me.
It is, but
Production
like
was awesome. The features was awesome. Like,
exactly, and like here's the thing, I mean, Tyler Island is. I'm going to put it up there before we even rank it, but let's just talk about the features on there. Obviously, you had it hosted by DJ Drama, but you had 42 Doug, Ty Dolla Sign, NBA Youngboy. You had Lil Wayne on there. I don't know who
a
Tizo
good
touched.
Wayne too. You got a good
Very
Wayne
good
too.
Wayne. Very good Wayne verse. I don't know who Tizo Touchdown is, but you had Damo, Genesis, Brent Fires killed that shit.
Mm-hmm.
He killed it. DMV all day. Fanta
That song was
Hughes.
like 10 minutes, but go ahead.
It is that song. Literally, it was. I was like, God damn, is it ever going? I thought it went to another song.
It did though. It was like a two-parter. It kind of did
Okay.
though.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Sweet. And then I thought you wanted to dance. You're right. So it was a two-parter.
Yeah, for
Uh,
real.
Yep. And then you have Pharrell on there and then Lil Uzi Vert.
That makes a lot of sense because this is the first like drama host of anything that kind of sounds like that since the Pharrell in my
Mm-hmm.
mind mixtape.
Mm-hmm.
I think that I thought a lot of the Pharrell mixtape was actually inspiration for this. It seems
Yeah.
like
I mean, it seems like it. I mean, and back in 2010, because you know how the internet does, we always got to dig up things from people past. What's the name actually said it? Who was it? Tyler the Creator back in 2010 actually said, "Yo, I would love to have a Gangsta Grills," and God damn it, he's got one.
it's fire too. I ain't gonna
It,
lie, he killed that joint.
I mean, honestly, there's not a track that I skip on there if I'm just being real. Not
Yeah,
a track.
yeah, it's very skippable. That's one of the joints that saved the whole album.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I haven't listened to Ski Master Slump God's mixtape. I'll try to listen to that.
Nah, I ain't get to listen to that either.
Yeah, but I mean, so are we unanimous with this? Tyler's album, what are we rating it?
I mean, we know it's a 5, but we're just
Okay.
saying where's that for albums of the year? That's what we're talking about now.
So if we talking about overall albums of the year, obviously I don't spend
Well,
a lot
not
of time.
overall. Let's talk about just hip hop because overall, I mean, her got that. I ain't
Yeah,
even. Yeah,
yeah,
it's all about her.
it's
This
definitely
shit.
her. As far as hip hop, I think it's top two. The only thing that's a competition to it right now is J. Cole.
I, I give you that. I say it. I say it's 2. I say it's 2. I really like Bobby Sessions album. I'm not gonna even lie.
Oh yeah, well yeah, Bobby Sessions too. Yeah.
I really like Bobby Sessions album, but nah, this show's dope. But it's one of them like will we be listening to it in December type deals.
I mean, I think we will. He's just
Yeah,
that he's that dope.
because to be honest with you, yes, J Cole album is great, and a lot of people gonna have J Cole albums number 1 because it's fucking J Cole.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, I mean, it's not even J Cole's best project. This is not like Forest Hills Drive or anything,
Mm-mm.
or you know what I mean.
Well, here's the thing: what J. Cole said. Excuse me. Um, it's supposed to be like a three-parter. So like
Yeah,
off season, and then I think it is like the season, and then whatever the last thing is
but
going to
his
be
whole
called.
career been like that. Yeah, I remember his first mixtape was the Come Up.
Yeah.
Like, don't get, it's awesome. That's why it's in my top 3. But is it the best? Nah, I think Bobby Sessions and Tyler's is better. I think he's third right now.
Mm-hmm.
And then who knows? Kendrick might come out of nowhere in November.
He
I'm
may.
starting to get that vibe.
I wouldn't be mad at it. You said he's going to come out of nowhere and win November.
Uh,
I could see that. If I was him, I would drop it in September. This way, you can be considered for album of the year because once you drop something November, December, you just gave away a free album because you're not going to be considered for like any awards or anything like that.
yeah. Do you have a couple of more that you would put if you had to make a top 5 right now?
If I had to make a top 5, so let me see. Bobby Sessions, definitely. This Tyler the Creator, J. Cole. I mean, we can go ahead and throw Moneybag Yo there, and then for commercial purposes, for right now, obviously you got to have Lil Baby and Lil Durk's album.
Okay. Okay.
What about you?
Of course, them 3 is up there. I don't know. Maybe it's a West Coast bias thing. I put Larry June up there.
Huh?
I like that Orange Print a lot. That Orange Print was alright.
Mm-hmm.
And then, yeah, probably Lil Durk, Lil Baby. Even though
Mm-hmm.
it's not my favorite project, but who's gonna outsell it? Like,
Mm-hmm.
Tyler's probably gonna outsell it, but other than that, who's gonna outsell it? That Cole fan base means a lot. Like that dude, he hits a lot of genres too.
Yeah, I think he's projected to, I think 195,000 for first week sales. So
Yeah,
yeah,
and then he coming off like album of the year with Igor. That joint
he
won
is.
hella Grammy. That joint won hella Grammy.
Mm-hmm.
Now another surprise I think we might get by the end of the year. We might get a new Freddie Gibbs.
I'm okay with that.
And every time he drop is a contender.
Oh, of course. I'm okay with some more Griselda too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, you get a West Side Gun or something.
And I'm be honest with you. What I really want, I need a solo album from Lil Baby at this point. You gave us My Turn. Obviously, it was the only album last year that went double platinum.
That don't still sell it.
It's still exactly, but that's the crazy thing. So at this point, I think I need you. I need you to give me something else, sir, because we need that. The streets need it. It's just that simple, and I'm not going to settle for less.
This year?
I need it, but I need it September, October. I do. Let
I
Drake.
don't think he's gonna drop this year. Oh, Drake, yeah, that's weird.
Here's the thing. Yeah, I was about to say, let Drake go ahead and drop his Certified Lover Boy because he
keep
said it'll
pushing
be
it back though.
Well, he said it'll be out before August.
Okay.
So maybe it'll drop in July. I'm fine with that. But Lil Baby, I need
maybe
you
next week for the 4th.
Yeah, Lil Baby, I need you in September, sir. I need you. September, October.
If Drake dropped 4th of July weekend.
Oh, I know. The sales would be.
Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. He might hit the millions.
He might.
I actually kind of hope he drops 4th of July weekend because that'd be like some epic shit.
It would be.
I mean, that's like some dropping the blueprint on 9/11 shit. But that was crazy though that the blueprint dropped on 9/11 though.
It was.
Yeah, but I like it. It was good. Did you hear any of the solo songs? Like any of the solo joints?
You talking about what for Certified Lover Boy?
No, not Certified Lover Boy, but this week, new music.
I heard Snow Allegra's.
That shit sounds so much like Sade.
It does, and yeah, it does. I'll just leave it at that.
Oh, go ahead and talk some shit. Go ahead and talk your shit.
No, I'm just gonna say, like, at the end of the day, while I appreciated the song, like, the thing is with Snow, like, I'm sorry, like, I listen to this R&B music, I don't want to be in a depressed mode. Like, I'm sorry. like, here's the thing. We have the weekend, but we don't need you for that, Snow. Okay, we don't. We have the weekend, and even the weekend said,
he reminds me of like a female Kim. It's like they're for jazz type concerts and intimate settings. They style.
Yeah, but and pretty much that's all it's. I mean, that's basically what it was.
Well, you got Bees. Yeah, Bees. Joe and Benny the Butcher was decent. If y'all know, that's one of the contestants on the first season of Hustle and Flow.
Mm-hmm.
She couldn't battle rap. That's why she ain't make it. Jasmine Sullivan dropped a new joint.
Mm-hmm.
That was all right. The Baby got a new song. Didn't listen to it though.
Yeah, red light, green light. I didn't either. And no, we're not in protesting with Meg or anything like that. It's just we just didn't listen to it.
No, hell no. I ain't. No, that's their business.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah, exactly.
It's business at the end of the day. I mean,
exactly.
I don't know about this situation. I see where she coming from, but I could definitely see where you coming from.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if you think I built a relationship like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, damn, you gonna do business with the nigga that shoot me, bro? Like, like you know what I mean? So
yeah.
Maybe she had their relationship fucked up.
Maybe.
Because I mean, she's still young, so she might don't know the industry language by now.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know, but that was about it though, as far as New Music Friday. I mean, it was all about talent. That's it.
Exactly. Yeah. He picked a great weekend, so it's
because all the other joys like you got to be super underground and super hip hop fan to even care about Evidence album.
Yeah,
that's about it.
I don't know who that is, and it's
exactly.
It's
no that dude's been around for like 20 years. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And again, I was about to say, it's no disrespect to him. I just don't know who he is.
Just like Sky Zoo dropped when Bobby Sessions dropped, but they was like, who cares about Sky Zoo anymore? Even though his album was fire though. It's a lot of 90s jazz shit on there.
Okay.
They give you that old 90s New York vibe. I like it.
Yeah. Look out. Bunch of clips will be dropping on YouTube this week. Last week's show, some clips. This week's show. Hey, thank you all for joining us. We appreciate you. Please continue to push these clips, share them, everything. Let's get these subscribers up. Let's get these likes up. Let's get these comments up. Appreciate everybody. I'm MT signing off. With me as my co-host,
Mr. Jones, aka Sam Jones, and Mr. Come First because you got to respect me. Peace.